Today's episode, we're going to go over the Palantir stock, which has just spiked up over $20 in the past 2 days. But this one level will determine if we're going to get a severe breakdown or if we're going to continue to go up to higher prices. Let's find out what this level is. We're going to start off here with this monthly chart. And right now, the price of Palantir is at 156.54 cents. And right now, this is looking pretty bullish. We see that the stochastics RSI are almost reset. Now, this could drag you here for a little bit, or we could continue to start coming up here. But what I'm liking is that we're bouncing off of this 21 moving average at $125.22. This is great support, and we can see here that this is looking like a nice falling wedge here. And usually when we go and tap the 21 moving average, it usually means that we might be in store for a bigger move up. And if we're able to make a bigger move up here, obviously we're on the monthly chart, so this could take a couple months to play out, but this looks like Palantir is primed to go up to about $250. All we really have to do is stay above this 21 moving average, and the stochastics continue to go up. We see that the RSI has double bottomed here, and this move could play out. We head over to the 2-week chart. We see that the stochastics are low. This is looking to me like an inverted head and shoulder on the stochastics RSI. You can see that the RSI is also bouncing off the 50 line, pointing up. And here we haven't been able to get above the 21 moving average yet. We're pretty close. That's at $150.29. But if we're able to get above this 21 moving average, this is going to continue to get bullish. On the weekly chart, we see that we have pierced the 21 moving average, but I would like to get above this 50 moving average. Us being below this 50 moving average is still kind of bearish. We see kind of like a rounded top, kind of had a head and shoulder pattern here that brought us down. But now I'm kind of seeing like this could be some type of a double bottom pattern. One bottom, two bottoms here. And if that's the case, the measured move to this could bring us up to about $197 within a couple of weeks. We see that the stochastics RSI here, we're on the way down, but they're actually starting to curve up. The RSI is also above the 50, and we're curving up as well. So far we have two bullish patterns in the higher time frames that is showing that we do want to make a move towards the $200 region. We head over to the daily chart. Now here the stochastics look like they want to roll over, but look at this blue line. It's starting to turn back up as well. So this is also looking kind of bullish. And look, we just had two green candles that bursted through the 21 moving average, the 80, the 100. Now we're going to have some resistance here on the 200 moving average, which is at $161.78. If we could get above this level of this 200 moving average, this is what's going to open the door for us to get to the $200 level, $250 level. Now, since we spiked up here so fast, we are starting to get away from the 21 moving average, which is at $137.87. So usually when this happens, we're either going to go sideways and wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price, and then from there we could blast up, or we're going to go downward towards this 21 moving average, and then possibly from there we'll blast up. So I'm expecting to possibly go and touch this 21 moving average, and then from there we might have a cool down period short term here and wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price before we could go further up. But we have spiked up a lot just within the past 2 days here. We head over to the 4-hour time frame. We see that the stochastics just got to the top of the stochastics RSI here, so we're starting to get a little toppy. The RSI is also a little toppy here, but what's bullish is we have been able to get above this 200 moving average. We've been below this 200 moving average for a very long time, and we just got above it. But we have the same kind of deal that's happening on the daily time frame, that we are a little far from the 21 moving average, which is at $138. So we might have to wait, like I said, for this 21 moving average to cross this 200 moving average, and then from there we pop up. So I'm expecting us to possibly flag out here for a little bit. So we could start anticipating that we could do a flag here sideways and see if we're going to flag out sideways, or are we going to do some more of a falling wedge and go towards the 21 moving average. So these are two scenarios that could happen. And then once you guys see that the 21 moving average is catching up to price, that's where I'll start making my next move to see how high up we could go from there. On the 1-hour time frame, stochastics a little toppy. We're starting to roll over again, far away from this 21 moving average. We're already starting to flag out sideways, so possibly by next week this 21 moving average catches up, and this is probably where we get that spike up to the 200 moving average on the daily, which is around $161. And then from there I'm expecting some type of a cool off period. On the 15-minute time frame, stochastics are low. We could roll over here. The 21 moving average did catch up to price range. This is already sideways, so this is basically a flag here. This is pretty beautiful here, sideways flag. So we could already anticipate that next week we could possibly get a move up. Let's see what the measure move to this would give us. This could spike us up to about $171. So this might be that next big move that we do just to get us possibly above this 200 moving average on the daily time frame. And then from there, we're probably going to cool off, wait for this 21 moving average to catch up to price. And then from there, possibly continue to make it up to the 200 level, 250 level. So right now, guys, overall, I'm pretty bullish on Palantir. Palantir has been a stock that has been down for a little bit. And now we're starting to see a big move in the AI stocks. And Palantir is one of these. So I do expect us eventually, medium term to longer term, a higher move up on the Palantir stock. All right, guys. So that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is FlexCandle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.